In a quaint village nestled amidst a lush, vibrant valley, Max the puppy was discovering the world with eager eyes. Living in a little stone cottage with a cozy, flower-speckled garden, Max loved every inch of his home, yet his adventurous heart longed to explore beyond the familiar. With the sun hanging high in the eternal springtime sky, Max awoke to the gentle hum of bees among the blossoms and the distant melody of birds singing symphonies from the tall trees. Every sound carried tales of places he hadn't yet seen, stirring an itch of curiosity in his paws. On this particular morning, while sniffing about the dewy grass, Max's floppy ears caught an intriguing rustle from beyond the backyard gate. It was a sound promising wonders unknown, as if whispering secrets of a world waiting for him. With a mischievous glint in his bright blue eyes, Max trotted toward the sturdy wooden gate that separated his safe abode from the mysteries of nature. The gate stood tall, covered in climbing ivy and tiny white flowers. Max approached it with a mix of excitement and trepidation. He sniffed the cool wood, the scent carrying hints of stories untold, and his tail wagged even faster. Yet a small part of him hesitated. Beyond the gate lay the unknown, and his cozy bed felt far too inviting at that moment. But the whispers on the breeze were enchanting, urging him to be bold, to see what lay beyond. With a playful huff, Max decided to be the brave explorer he always dreamed of becoming. Pushing firmly with his nose, the gate creaked open, unveiling a world drenched in color and possibility. There, the valley spread before him, a canvas painted with wildflowers of every hue, babbling brooks winding gently through the greenery, and the chirping of countless birds weaving a melody that danced in the air. The soft breeze ruffled Max's golden-brown fur as he took his first tentative steps, each paw pressing into the earth, leaving tiny imprints on nature's path. No sooner had Max pranced a few yards from the gate than a sudden rustle among the nearby bushes caught his attention. His heart skipped a beat, not in fear, but in pure, unadulterated excitement. Out sprang a squirrel, nimble and quick, whose tiny paws darted over the branches with practiced ease. His bushy tail flicked playfully as he landed gracefully before Max with a friendly, twinkling eye. "Hello there," chirped the squirrel, pausing to give Max a cordial nod. "I'm Finn, and who might you be on this fascinating adventure?" "I'm Max," came the chirpy reply, his voice as eager as his wagging tail. "I've just come from my home behind that gate. It's my first time exploring beyond." Finn's eyes sparkled with delight. "Ah, the thrill of a first adventure! There's so much to see, Max. So many wonders waiting just around the corner. Come along to the park. It's a feast for curious eyes like yours." With that, Finn scampered forward, leading Max along a sun-dappled trail where the trees and bushes stood tall and proud, guardians of endless stories and secrets. Max trotted eagerly by his side, his heart thumping with the joy of new beginnings. They passed through glimmering streams, their surfaces rippling with laughter as gentle breezes danced atop them. Dragonflies played in the sunbeams, their wings glinting like precious jewels. Every turn of the trail revealed a new marvel, each flick of Finn's tail leading Max farther into a realm of enchantment. Along their way, Max couldn't help but marvel at the intricate beauty surrounding him. The gentle sway of daffodils, the cheerful chirrups of crickets hidden among the grass, and the sweet fragrance of the honeysuckle swaying in the gentle breeze. The valley was alive, each part of it telling its own story. As they ambled deeper into the park, Finn pointed out the different critters who called this place home. "See there, Max," he said, motioning with a tilt of his head. "That old oak tree is where Luna, our wise owl mentor, often perches. She has the most fantastic tales about the world beyond this valley." Max's eyes sparkled with wonder. "I would love to hear them. Is she here now?" "Patience, young one," Finn chuckled, scampering up a nearby tree to fetch something bright and tasty. "Luna prefers the quieter hours. We'll find her when the sun hangs low in the sky." They continued through the park's winding paths, where a mosaic of colors unfolded before them like a magical tapestry woven with threads of sunlight and shadow. By and by, the park's wonders seemed never-ending, each more captivating than the last. As Max followed Finn from one delight to the next, he couldn't help but feel a warmth growing inside him. The warmth that comes not from the sun, but from the joy of companionship and the thrill of discovery. Here was a world waiting to be explored, each adventure more beautiful because he wasn't alone. Max's marvelous adventure had only just begun, yet he already felt it. The valley was no longer a mere backdrop of great green horizons. It was a treasure map charting paths to friendship and discovery. Guided by the clever, sprightly Finn, Max felt ready to delve deeper into this enchanting world. And with the promise of more to explore and new friends to meet, Max's spirit soared, eager for the days ahead. The sun shone brightly in the eternal spring sky as he took one last look behind him, comforted by the knowledge that no matter where his paws might lead him, the gate to his cozy home would always be there, waiting and welcoming. Today was just the beginning, and the world stretched out full of promise, as boundless as Max's imagination. Under the golden glow of eternal springtime, Max's little paws bounded through the lush grass of the park, Finn scampering joyously beside him. The air was filled with the sweet symphony of chirping birds and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. Max's heart was light, brimming with excitement and the thrill of exploring the world beyond the boundaries he had known. As they strolled along a winding path, curiously sniffing every wildflower and peeking at every fluttering butterfly that crossed their path, Max suddenly paused. Perched high on a wise old oak, a fluffy white owl with striking yellow eyes observed them with keen interest. Luna, the owl, gave a friendly hoot. "Greetings, little one," she called down to Max, adjusting her soft feathers. Her voice was gentle yet filled with the wisdom of countless stories. "What brings you out into the world today?" Max wagged his tail enthusiastically. "Hello, I'm Max, and I'm exploring the park with my friend Finn. It's my first adventure." Luna nodded sagely. "An adventure indeed. There is much to see and learn. Would you like to hear a story about the stars above us, or perhaps a tale as old as the trees?" Max's eyes widened with wonder. He was about to respond when Finn, ever the mischievous squirrel, chattered. "Oh, Luna, who wouldn't want to hear the one where the moon dances across the sky?" Max sat, his fluffy ears perked, as Luna shared stories of the night sky, tales painted with twinkling stars and whispered secrets of the world beyond. Time seemed to pause as her words washed over them like a gentle lullaby, wrapping them in a warm cocoon of magic and dreams. With newfound tales stored in his heart, Max thanked Luna and promised to return for more stories. He and Finn continued their journey, eagerly venturing deeper into the park, where a playful laughter reached their ears. Following the delightful sound, Max came upon a bushy patch of daisies, where a small tabby kitten pranced and pounced. Her name was Whiskers, and she greeted them with a lively purr. "Care to join me in a game of chase?" Whiskers challenged, her eyes twinkling like diamonds under the sun. Max, ever ready for play, accepted the invitation. The three of them, Max, Finn, and Whiskers, dashed and darted among the flowers, the park echoing with their joyous giggles. Max learned the thrill of the chase and the delight of companionship, feeling his spirits soar with each bound and leap. Moments stretched into a delightful eternity, and as the afternoon sun began to set, casting long shadows over the ground, Max found himself a little out of breath. The three friends flopped down in a cozy pile under the canopy of a friendly willow tree, where a gentle rabbit named Hazel nibbled primly on a clover. Hazel greeted them with a soft smile. "It seems you've had quite the busy day," she observed, her eyes kind and welcoming. "We have," Max replied, his tail wagging in agreement. "Everything is so wonderful here. What do you do for fun?" Hazel wiggled her nose thoughtfully. "Oh, I find delight in the quiet moments. Watching the world around me, enjoying the simple beauty of a gentle breeze or the lines of sunlight through the leaves." Max listened intently, discovering another kind of joy, the calm beauty of nature, and the simple act of pausing to appreciate it. Despite his playful nature, Max found comfort in the tranquility that Hazel shared, understanding that there was a world in each moment, waiting to be savored. As the light began to fade, Max noticed the shadows growing longer and the first hints of twilight painting the sky. His heart fluttered, recalling the cozy warmth of home, and he realized that he had wandered far and wide, perhaps too far. Concerned, the little puppy looked around at his newfound friends. I think I may have lost my way," he confessed, a trace of worry edging his voice. Finn, always the lively supporter, wrapped an arm around Max's shoulder. "Don't worry, Max. We'll help you find the way back. Adventures are best shared, after all," he chirped, full of cheerful determination. Luna, hearing their dilemma from afar, swooped closer, her majestic wings stirring the gentle evening air. "Remember, Max," she advised wisely, "sometimes finding your way home is just another part of your grand adventure." With the stars beginning to peek through the velvet of night, Max felt a shimmer of hope, guided by the kindness of his friends. Together they watched the horizon, ready to take on the journey ahead with the same wonder Max had embraced with every new discovery. And so, with hearts linked by the bonds of friendship and embers of laughter still warm within their chests, Max and his companions prepared to embark on the path homeward, where the magic of the day would rest, humming softly, until a new dawn invited them once again. As the stars twinkled above, marking the night's gentle embrace, Max's heart was full. With the park's wonders tucked neatly into his dreams, he stepped confidently into the unknown, feeling the promise of tomorrow calling softly. And thus, this day of adventure ended, not with a goodbye, but a welcoming pause before the next chapter of Max's marvelous exploration awaited. As the soft hues of twilight painted the valley in shades of pink and gold, Max felt a twinge of worry. The familiar warmth of his backyard was now just a tender memory, and he realized that the thrill of the day's adventures had carried him far from home. His floppy ears drooped slightly as he took a deep breath, drawing in the comforting sense of the blooming wildflowers and sweet grass surrounding him. Noticing Max's moment of quiet within the vibrant evening, Luna the owl fluttered gracefully down from her perch in the tall oak tree to land beside him. "Remember, young Max," she cooed in her soothing voice, "courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the strength to keep going despite it." Max nodded, a flicker of determination brightening his blue eyes. He turned to Finn, his mischievous squirrel friend, who perched playfully on a nearby branch, nibbling an acorn. "Will you help me find my way home, Finn?" Max asked, wagging his tail hesitantly. Finn bounded down with his characteristic energy, his bushy tail twitching as he landed next to Max. "Of course I will," he chattered cheerfully. "An adventure is always best when it leads us back to the start. Plus, who knows what hidden treasures we might find on our way." Guided by the last rays of sunlight slipping behind the hills, the two friends began their journey. Max's heart felt lighter as he listened to the gentle rustle of leaves and the rhythmic chirping of crickets beginning their evening symphony. The vibrant colors of the valley appeared deeper, more tender in the fading light, each shadow a friend rather than a stranger. As they walked, accompanied by the company of Finn's endless chatter and Luna's gentle guidance from above, Max couldn't help but reflect on the day. He remembered Whisker's playful antics, the wise tales shared by Luna, and the serene wisdom imparted by Old Man Willow the tortoise, whom they had met earlier by the stream. When they reached the sparkling stream that meandered through the heart of the park, Luna lowered herself gently onto a smooth rock by its edge. "This stream," she said with a knowing smile, "flows near the path back to your home, Max." Max peered into the clear water, watching the tiny fish dart between stones. Old Man Willow, sensing their approach, looked up with a slow, gentle nod. "Ah, there you are," he rumbled in his deliberate, soothing manner. "Did you enjoy your explorations, Max?" "I did," Max replied with a bright wag of his tail. "But I've learned that as much as I love adventures, I also love having a place to come back to." "Wise words for a young pup," Old Man Willow remarked, his old eyes twinkling in the dusk. "Remember, home is where love resides. As long as you carry it in your heart, you'll never truly be lost." Buoyed by the tortoise's words and the presence of his friends, Max set off once more, feeling a sense of calm and purpose. With Finn prancing ahead and Luna soaring gracefully above, they followed the stream's winding path toward the hill that overlooked Max's cozy home. As they ascended the gentle slope, the evening sky began to twinkle with the promise of night. The stars appeared one by one, like little lanterns lighting their way. Luna, flying silhouetted against the starlight, shared the stories of the constellations above, making the journey feel magical and timeless. Finally, the familiar outline of Max's backyard gate emerged in the darkening landscape, and Max's heart leapt with joy. He turned to Finn and Luna, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you for being such wonderful friends." Finn's playful grin widened. "Every adventure needs a treasure seeker," he giggled, pretending to salute. "And every journey teaches us a little more about ourselves and others," Luna added gently. As Max pushed open the gate, his heart filled with warmth at the sight of his cozy home nestled beneath the starlit sky. His family welcomed him back with open arms, their joy echoing through the night. Settled on his favorite cozy blanket, Max listened to the gentle sounds of his beloved home. His eyelids began to droop, the day's adventures weaving into dreams that promised more discovery tomorrow. With a contented sigh, Max whispered softly, "There's no place like home, before drifting into a peaceful sleep, the echoes of laughter and wisdom from his marvelous adventure carrying him gently into the night.